Problems with that shale up there. And are you now on the sewer?
We are. We were just talking about that before, yes.
And I mean, it was terrible problems with that, with the school.
I'm surprised the state hasn't moved in on that.
That was my next question. Can the state condemn the house because of that? I don't know.
Well, vast amount of water, it all drains across the back of the school grounds. Every bit of that sewage, it flows across the playground, the whole bit. There's nowhere else for it to go.
I'll say, I don't deny the need, especially for those people, the sewer or something to be done to correct these problems. And I understand that ground won't percolate. Again, my concern is financial. If we're going to contribute X amount of dollars to bring 25 new customers to the city, why would they not be willing to contribute the $450 a month per customer in depreciation? What, about $5,000, $6,000 a year in depreciation?
Not that
9 customers.
This is the benefit to the county, not the city. That's the thing you got to remember here. I mean,
the financial benefit is 100%. Anything over 9 customers, the city's
well, why don't you tell these
benefiting.
residents you don't want to help them and vote against it? That's fine, because the city, I mean, I see no benefit from the city standpoint to taking these people in at the end of the day.
But out of the 25.
Hey, sir, are you going to cuss me for sitting over there?
I'm about to.
I heard you do it. So you need to watch your language there, I think.
Out of the 25, Mayor, all of them but 10 would have to drop out of the system before we would have to pay. Is that, am I right or am I all the time? I can't imagine that. I can't imagine. I just can't imagine any of them dropping out. I guarantee you, if you walk through their yards today, you'd have something poop on your shoes that high. It's a nasty situation. I don't know the answer to it.
I don't think the guarantee will come into play, even though it's in the contract. We could set aside what's left of the local match. We could set that aside. I mean, it's already in a separate fund. It's in the capital projects fund. We could set that aside just so that there wouldn't have to be any other appropriation to cover any match or any guarantee. We would have the money set aside to do that. We could set aside $10,000 or whatever you guys choose to set aside. We could do that.
I'd like to ask a question, please. Thank you. Mr. Carter, how much is a regular tap with no half cut in it?
Be twice what it says.
Is it $2,500, or is it $5,000?
Outside cities, 5.
Okay, $5,000. Thank you, sir.
My name's Mr. Clark.
I'm sorry, Mr.
That's
Clark.
okay.
I don't know.
That's okay. That's all right.
I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
That's okay. That's fine.
But
But I guess go back to your earlier question. Any sewer line, before it would be installed, you will look at the payback, and part of that payback is depreciation. So since really this is a project outside the city, you know, that's what we look at. Before any sewer line extension would be done, we will look at that payback, and that payback includes depreciation expense. So that's just how, I don't know how it was done in the past, but that's how it will be done now. And you know, and it's not right for other ratepayers to subsidize what's being added onto the system. So,
if we're going to take the risk for anybody below 9, we're going to take the risk, including in the contract, saying, okay, we'll pay to make up the difference anyone below 9. We're not asking to say, okay, well, anything above 9, we want to take half of the benefit. We're not saying that at all. We're just asking that the city would come in.
60% would have to drop out of it or not pay their bill before we step up.
And I'm
60%.
down with that.
We can talk about this till the sun goes down.
But why should you pay for anybody's sewer
We're
bill?
not necessarily paying for anybody.
You shouldn't.
We're not.
Good. I like that.
Any other questions? Any other discussion?
I have a question. I have heard
that the city waited so long to work on these pipes and so
This is the
forth.
county commission. I don't know what the city did. I honestly don't.
Well, I think we have somebody here that could tell us maybe.
We're
Pardon
talking about
me.
the county issues.
Then why is the city involved?
They're
Because
not.
they're the ones that have a sewer system.
The city's not involved in this at
And
all.
you know what? When we got our sewer run out in our
Okay.
community, it
Here's
wasn't
what-
even for us, it was for Mr. Wallace.
Take that up with the city.
I did already. Done been there and done that.
Do we,
I'd like to make a motion that we accept the contract as presented minus line item 1 with the guarantee of non-customers.
have a motion? Have a second? Any other discussion? Okay, all in favor of the motion, and that motion state it one more time, please.
That we accept the contract as presented with the city minus line item 1 guaranteeing the non-customers.
Okay.
Payment up to non-customers.
That's second. You good with that?
Did
Tim?
you not tell me that changed from 20 to 9?
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Okay, we have the motion. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? No. Do we need a roll call?
So you do.
Okay. Louis Jarvis? No. Tim Dennison? Stansel Ford?
I want to ask a question before I vote.
Okay.
But will this stop the project dead in the water if this motion passes?
My opinion is yes.
That it will?
Can we not make another motion?
I mean, if this was in place, it'll stop everything that's been done.
If there's no guarantee.
No.
Larry Baker?
No.
Paul LaBelle?
No.
Herbert Harville?
No.
Tim Goins?
Yes.
Dana Wampler? No. Tillman Goins?
Yes.
Motion fails. Okay. Does anyone want to make another motion?
I move that we accept the offer as presented.
Second that motion.
Okay.
Now, I'd like to add an addendum to that. You'd entertain it to include a letter to the utility district about enforcing the payment schedule.
A resolution.
A resolution.
Resolution.
Yeah. Does everybody understand the motion? Your motion is to approve it subject to us with a resolution to the Russellville Whitesburg Utility District?
That's right.
That's right. We have a second?
Second.
Okay. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Roll call. Louis Jarvis? Yes. Stansel Ford?
Yes.
Larry Baker?
Aye.
Paul LaBelle?
Yes.
Herbert Harville?
Yes.
Tim Goins?
No.
Dana Wampler? Yes. Tillman Goins?
No.
Sir, we're having a meeting. Can't hear over you. You're welcome to stay at the meeting, but you can't talk too loud. Okay, is that all right?
Sorry, I can't hear.
That's okay.
I have a
Thank you.
hearing problem, so.
The motion carries.